Hello everyone, here we go. We are going to move through the seated sequence of the primary series. And I apologize, I'm trying to fix my hair and get it back into a nice tight ponytail so it's not flying everywhere. Okay, so you are in the standing sequence. You have done the very last posture, okay, which is going to be warrior two on the left, right? So on the exhale, windmill the hands down and vinyasa, lower down, inhaling upward facing, exhaling downward facing, okay? Then you look forward and in the emptiness, step or jump your feet to seated, okay? From here, extend the arms, the legs out, not arms, legs out. For Paschimottanasana A, extending the legs, or no, I'm sorry, I keep wanting to skip Dandasana, very important pose, I apologize. We're starting with Dandasana, pose number 20. Toes to face the ceiling, ground through the sit bones, hands rest right here on the sides. Bottom of the chin parallel, and we're gonna take 5 breaths here. Now, I'm not gonna take a full 5 for each one, but this just gives you an idea. Then you're gonna inhale, the arms reach. Exhale and fold into Paschimottanasana A. So this is pose number 20. So in this particular pose, we're gonna grab the toes, long spine, okay, legs grounded. Then you're gonna inhale, after that 5 breaths, you're gonna inhale, look up, and you're going to exhale, and you're going to grab over the toes. Now, obviously, there's different modifications for this if people can't go quite this deep. And then you're gonna inhale, look up halfway after 5. Exhale, wrap around the sides of the feet. Okay, then you're gonna inhale, come to sitting, and this is where we're gonna do our vinyasa, which is basically a half sun salutation. You've got your chaturanga, upward facing and downward facing dog, okay? So from here, you're gonna inhale up to seated, exhale, cross, roll forward, jump it back, lower. Inhale and exhale. So we don't stay in these vinyasa downward facings for 5 breaths, okay? So on the exhale, jump into seated, all right? And then extend the legs out for Purvottanasana. So fingertips facing out, or excuse me, I'm sorry, fingertips facing, well, you can do it one of 2 ways, okay? You can do it facing in, or you can do it fingertips facing out, okay? So fingertips facing in, roughly about 18 inches away from the sit bones. You're gonna inhale, press up into Purvottanasana. 5 breaths here. Then you're gonna inhale, lift the head, and lower down through the seat. On the exhale, roll it forward, chaturanga. Inhale, and exhale. Looking forward. On the emptiness, jump your feet. Okay, back to seated. All right, now we're gonna move into Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. So left leg out in front, right foot comes up, kind of resting on the thigh. I don't know if you guys can really see that. I'm gonna turn this way so you guys can see what that looks like. All right, so inhale, arms up, exhale and fold forward. But before we do, I'm gonna reach around and bind the big toe with the right hand and fold it forward from here, 5 breaths. Now, I added a couple breaths in there because that's how I teach it, because it's really difficult to do this, especially and teach it in one breath transitions at the same time. You can tell I'm kind of winded from it. But I need to probably do a little bit more cardio, but well, I need to do the primary series, is what I need to do. But nevertheless, in the book, if you're following along with David Swinson's primary series, he's not gonna have these added breaths, okay? So let me show you what that might look like on this next side. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this way. So we're gonna inhale up, exhale, roll forward, lower, inhale, exhale. Looking forward, jump to seated, right leg goes out in front, left arm comes around and binds, inhale, exhale. So a little faster, right? So I can't really bind very well on this side This is my extremely tight hip. Okay, so 5 breaths here. And then inhale. Vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale back. Okay, I jumped it forward a little bit on the at the kind of more towards the end of the exhale, and that's okay too. So the next one is Triangular Kapata Paschimottanasana. Say that 10 times fast. Left leg out in front, right leg back. We're gonna inhale up, exhale forward. Okay, and again, 5 breaths here, and then inhale up. And then you sweep it around, roll forward, vinyasa, okay? And then downward facing dog, back to seated, right leg out in front, left leg back, inhale, exhale, 5 breaths, okay? And I might have started you, I'm trying to think if I started you on the wrong foot as far as right, left, and seated. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you, you're gonna need to check David Swenson if he has you in the seated position. Start with the, I'm gonna call it the active leg, the leg that's not extending out in front, whether you start with it back or you start with left and back. So just make sure you just note that when you're doing your homework, because I'm kind of drawing a little bit of blank at the moment. So anyway, so you would finish that side, sweep it forward, roll it back, or roll it forward, jump it back, chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing, and then it just kind of goes on from there. So it goes on through asana, number 54. And I just did it through, let's see here, we just did it through 26. So your homework is going to be, if you've not done it already, is going to note, so you're just going to hand write out stick people, okay? Numbers 27 through 54, okay? You do not have to write out the vinyasa. In other words, you do not have to write upward facing, downward facing, chaturanga. You can just write a little symbol for your vinyasa, or you can write a V for vinyasa, or the word vinyasa, but you don't have to write all of that out, okay? Once you do, like maybe the first 2 poses, you write out your vinyasa so that I understand, or I know that you know when to inhale and exhale through those vinyasas. But once I see it 1 or 2 times, I don't need to see it every single time. But I also want to know that you know where the vinyasas go, okay? So that's really important. And then last but not least, next week, and I will try to get it done sooner this week if I can, I might even have time today to go ahead and finish the seated, or excuse me, we'll do the closing postures next, okay? So if you have any questions, let me know, shoot me an email. Again, just write them out and stick people, inhale, exhale transitions, follow David Swenson's book. Go ahead when you're done, take a picture of it and upload it to Moodle so then I can grade it that way. Okay, good luck, thanks.